Okay, welcome to another video. I'm really quite excited about this one. I'm not too sure how this distribution has flown under my radar. I'm usually quite on the ball with these sort of things, but today we're taking a look at instantOS, which is an Arch-based Linux distribution, currently in beta. So we've gone ahead and downloaded beta 4. So this uses its own Windows manager called Instant Windows Manager. I think a lot of it was originally forked from Suckless. However, according to the website, only 40% of Suckless code remains. So we're in the live ISO right now. The ISO was about 1.3 GB in size, and it also has its own installer, and from the pictures that I've looked at, it looks quite intriguing. So we're going to go ahead and install. Okay, beginning installation, preparing installation. Also, it's a very nice look, isn't it? Out of the box, it's got quite a nice look for a tiling Windows manager. Okay, it just came up with downloading installer dependencies, and now we've got welcome to the instantOS installer, next or cancel. We're going to go for next. Okay, so it's given us a new screen there with a wallpaper that looks to be like the world map, because I can see Australia there in some weird kind of abstracty colours. So we're in the select keyboard layout. We can also search. I do believe we've got a cursor there. So let's type in GB. No. UK. No. What's going on here then? Other. Let's have a look at other. Let's try GB again. Perfect. So we're going to go for GB, which is Great Britain. Select language. We're going to go for English. Choose a mirror. So we're going to want to use United Kingdom. So choose mirror settings. Manually, you can sort the mirrors, but this may take a long time. You can use Arch's ranking score, which is recommended, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we're going to select a region. Again, I'm just going to type the first couple of letters. I really quite like this installer. It's quite quick, isn't it? Just sort of searching and hitting enter. Right, so this is the selected disk. So we're going to hit enter on this one here, which is dev SDA. Okay, it doesn't give us any other options to sort of change the partitions at all. It's just going to delete everything on that disk. So we're going to go yes. Right, username time, Tyler, password, confirm, yep. Name PC, so we're going to call this Tyler Instant. So edit advanced settings, use only if you know what you're doing. We're going to go no, not because we don't know what we're doing, but we're going to stay with the default settings as they are intended. So we're going to go no. Right, so we get an installation summary here. So username's correct, locale is all good, region's all good, city's all good. Keyboard layout does say other, but we did select GB, so that should be totally fine. Target install drive dev SDA, hostname Tyler Instant. Should we proceed? Yes. So the installation will now begin. This could take a while, so keep the machine powered on and connected to the internet. After installation, the machine will automatically reboot. Okay, so judging by that, we don't actually get a dialog to tell us when it's rebooting or when the installation's actually finished. So we're going to start the stopwatch as soon as I click OK. That way I can give us a good sort of idea of how long it takes to install on this machine. Let me just get my stopwatch ready. Okay, so let's click OK. And I'm starting the stopwatch now. So we get a little dialog at the bottom here telling us what stage it's at. I'm going to stop the recording now. And as soon as I notice that the screen's changing, I'm going to stop the stopwatch so we know how long this took to install. Okay, here we are on our freshly installed desktop. So the installation took 8 minutes and 20 seconds exactly. So we're on the welcome app now. It's got a few options here for us. We can get started with a little YouTube button there. So I'm going to imagine that opens up like a YouTube tutorial. We also have the settings, install, GitHub support, and enable welcome app on startup. Let's just click get started a moment and see what that actually does. Right, so it's opening up a playlist on YouTube. What I'll do is I'll leave links to this in the description along with the link to the actual ISO for those that want to try it out. But we're going to go into it not knowing too much about it and have a little poke around. So I'm going to imagine quit is going to be super and Q or super shift and Q. So let's try just super and Q. Okay, that works. So super and Q is how you close applications. Right, by default, I really like the way it looks. I'm not a massive fan of this wallpaper, but I've got a feeling it cycles through different wallpapers depending on the time of day, because I've watched some other videos about this and the wallpaper's sort of changed here and there. So I'm not going to change the wallpaper just yet. We might do as we look through it though, just to see how everything works. So we have a bar at the top and we have our desktops here, 1 to 9. We have a plus button there, power on and power off button, and then we have our clocks, date and time. So this button here has links to our application, setting, terminal info, documentation, key bindings, shutdown and close menu. We'll have a look at the key bindings in just a moment. I just want to see what the display manager is on your login screen. I think it's LightDM from what I've read. So there are apparently apps running, but we're just going to click yes. Okay, yeah, that appears to be LightDM, so let's log back in. And we are back in. Right, so now what we're going to do, first of all, is check out the key bindings, but what I need to do is set a screen mirror because it's not remembered the mirror that we set. So let me just jump into the settings. Okay, we're back. So we use this screen layout editor, which is AR&R, so that's what it uses to sort of manage resolutions and multiple displays on your desktop. So let's get out of that. And let's get out of that, and then first of all what we're going to do is check out some of the key bindings. We won't check out all of them though, because there appears to be quite a lot, so we'll go through a couple of them and then everything else will just have to work as we're going along. So Super and Space is your text-based application launcher, so let's give that one a go. Okay, so that will open up an application launcher where you could search for, say, Firefox, and then it will open up Firefox. Very nice. I thought we was in a tiling view. Let me just see. So here, clicking this seems to do something. So now if we do that, there we go. We're back into the tiling view. And if we open up another terminal, there we go. So you can seems to be able to switch through layouts with this. We have a little quick info when we first open up a terminal. So welcome. instantOS is using the ST terminal emulator, and it also has the TMUX terminal multiplexer. I like a bit of TMUX. Because of this, some things work differently. Selecting text is done with shift and left mouse. Copy and paste is control and shift CV. Font and text size is control plus plus or control plus minus. And configuration is done with X resources or rolling your own ST build. So we're going to go don't show this again, and then we're going to close these up. And we'll close that one up. And let's keep going. So now we have Super Control and Space, which is your super lightweight command launcher. Oh, we've pressed the wrong one. So we just pressed Super Shift and Space. What was we supposed to press? Super Control and Space. Okay. There we go. So that opens up a little bit like D menu that you'd get on sort of i3. So again, typing in and hitting enter will open that application or command. So let's get back out of that. So then we have layout switching of grid and monocle with Super Q and Super C and Super M. And then Super plus a number will switch to tag number, which is these desktops up here. So if we go for, say, 7, so Super plus 7, brings us to the 7th desktop there. And when it's focused, it's red. Okay, I see what's going on. So when it's focused without an application, it appears to be red. Unfocused is blue. And then when it's focused with an application or an active window, it appears to be green. I really like the colour scheme so far, actually. So that was switch to tag number. So switch between the two most recent tags is Super and Tab. So I think the most recent one was 7 or either 2. Let's have a look. It was 7. Okay, that's pretty handy as well. So what is Control and Tab? So Control and Tab will then just give you a Windows list there. Pretty cool. Okay. So switch between two most recent tags. We've just done that. Super Shift plus number will move the window to the tag number or desktop. So let's go for Super Shift 7, and now that's moved our window to number 7, and if we press 7 again, that will be green. Nice. So let's move that back to 1, and now it's turned red because there's nothing there. Now we're back at 1. I like it. What else have we got? We won't go through all of these, we'll just have a look at some of these sort of ones that catch my attention. So we've got Define Overlay, Restart Windows Manager as Super Control Shift plus Q. Open Instant Assist. Let's see what that is. Let's jump onto a new window or a desktop. And was that... Oh god, I've already forgot what it was. It was Open Assist is Super plus A. Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay, so it opens up something up here with some alphabetical order. And each one has a different function. Okay, this is pretty damn cool as well. So pressing A will open up the volume slider. Oh, that's so cool. I really like that. Okay, let's see what else there is on there. So B is the brightness slider. Again, if you was on a laptop and you could control your brightness, that's pretty fresh. Toggle compositing. Attached to a TMUX session. Pretty cool. Emoji picker. Downloading emoji list. So then you can pick an emoji and then insert that into like a text file or something. Okay, very cool. Let's get back to our instant assist. So we also have web browser there at F, SSH selector at G, help is H, joke stuff is J. What's joke stuff? Oh, okay, so you've got C matrix, SL. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. So let's get back into that. So that was J for joke stuff. K is a maths keyboard. L, you can lock your screen and leave a message. Play or pause music with that one. Rename current window, text pop-up, record screen, screenshot. So let's open up screenshot. So take screenshot and annotate it using flame shot. Take a screenshot of a selected area into the clipboard. Take a screenshot and wait 5 seconds. Take a full screenshot to the pictures folder as F. So can we just press F and that'll do that? I think that's what that's done. We'll have a look in a moment when we open our files manager and we'll know that there's a screenshot there. Okay, so that's instant assist. I really like that. So notification center is super in G. Let's have a look. Right, okay, so it opens up your notifications in a little list here in between sort of the middle of the screen. So the latest notification we got was the one where it downloaded the emoji list, and of course it did pop up the top right as well. Okay, very cool. Nice, I like it. So that was the notifications. Is there anything else I want to have a look at before we just have a general look around? Switch focus with super up and down. Toggle status bar with super and B. What else have we got? Open Ranger with super and R. Okay, so it has the text-based files manager, which is Ranger. Like so. Okay, cool. Let's get out of that. And let's go back to that. Is there anything else I want to take a little look at? So we've got some screenshot settings here like super, shift and print, etc. So open settings or quick menu. Let's do both of them. So super and V is for quick menu. Okay, that opens a little menu down here. Or maybe wherever the cursor is. Yeah, wherever the cursor is, that's where that will open. And then we have open settings, which is super, control and C. So super, control, C. No? Oh, I've done super control and there we go, that's the one we wanted. Okay, so then that'll open up your settings down to the right, much like... Oh, what happened there? Let me just click... Right, so left clicking on the desktop will open up your full screen application launcher. Let's see what a right click does. And then a right click opens up the sort of quick applications launcher. Okay, cool. So we can get all to that through here by clicking applications and that'll open the same thing. We'll go through those applications in just a moment. So settings is here. We'll go through all of these settings as well, or the most of it. And then we also have shutdown, close menu, terminal, info. What's info? Okay, so info opens up like a Neo fetch. And we currently have 905 packages. We've been up for 10 minutes. The kernel was 5.4.59-1. I'm sure you can update that to a newer one if you wanted to. So the shell was ZSH and it's 5.8. The DE is listed as instantOS and the Windows Manager is Instant Windows Manager. And the theme is Arc Dark. My favourite theme. I wondered why everything looks so pretty in the colours there. And then the icons are Papyrus. I don't mind Papyrus. And of course your terminal is ST. The terminal font is Joy Pixels. Okay, let's get out of that. Right, let's see what applications we've got. And then we're going to go through the settings and see what the settings are like. So let's click applications here. And of course we could have just clicked on the desktop. Right, so we have the welcome screen. We've looked at that. We have default applications. What happened there? Okay, that's just disappeared. Okay, we won't worry about that for now. So we have add or remove. So that's going to be PAMAC Software Center, the PAMAC GUI. So is there any updates that we need to get? No, we are all up to date. And do we have the AUR repository enabled by default? Let's have a little look. We don't. So if we wanted to, we could just tab that and then we'd have access to the Arch user repository. Let's get back into this. So customize look and feel. Okay, I think this is LX appearance. And as you can see, Arc Dark is our theme. It comes with all of the Arc ones. Arc Lighter. Whoa, that's ridiculously light. Let's go back. And then the icon theme is of course Papyrus Dark, and it also has the elementary stuff with instantOS and Paper. Nice. Let's leave it on Papyrus. Was it Papyrus Dark or Papyrus? I don't know. Okay, so that was the look and feel. So Control Center now. Let's open up Control Center. Okay, so that's just the settings that we are going to have a look at in just a moment. Bluetooth Manager, Files. I wonder what our Files Manager is. Okay, our Files Manager is Nautilus. So if we go into About Files, version 3.36.3, so yeah, that is Nautilus. Let's just double check that that definitely is Nautilus. Yeah, of course it is. Okay, I'm really liking this so far. Let's keep going. Okay, and it appears to sort of populate it with the most recent ones that you have used. So like we've just used Files, so Files is now there. So we have LSHW, NeoVim, Firefox is our default web browser, customized look and feel we've checked out, AR&R we've checked out, desktop session settings, automatically started applications. So this is where you can choose applications to auto start. At the moment it has Blue Man, Applet, we don't need that on this computer. Print Queue, Power Manager. I'm going to imagine the Power Manager is XFCE. So let's get back out of that. Is that everything? No, we have another page there. So we have Pulse Audio, Volume Control, Rocks Filer, Spot Toggle. I'm not too sure what that is. Okay, Nitrogen for our wallpapers. So let's have a little look at what wallpapers are installed. Doesn't appear to be any. Okay, I think I saw something about that in the settings. So we'll have a look at that in a moment. So we'll skip Nitrogen for now. So where were we? We're about here. So it does have Steam installed out of the box. So let's just let Steam do its update. I can play a few games later off camera and test all of that out as well. Let's get back into our applications now. So JG menu, Compton is your screen compositor. TK Pacman also has Conky. Text editor is going to be Gedit. Yeah, that looks like Gedit to me, Gedit. It is indeed. Okay, I'm really enjoying this so far, you know. This could easily like be a daily driver kind of distro for me actually. Right, let's see what Picom as well. I think that's like a newer name for Compton or something if I remember correctly. Okay, I think we've reached the end of the applications. So we're going to jump into the settings now, and it was Control-Alt-C, wasn't it? Let's just close that for now. Control-Alt-C. There we go, the little memory bank's working a bit. Right, I'm just going to move my face for the meantime while we just have a look at these settings. So we have sound, instantOS, display, network, install software, appearance, Bluetooth, power, keyboard, mouse, default applications, language, printing, and wallpaper. This is what I wanted to have a look at. Oh, before we do that, it also has dot files here. So what's this? Okay, so this just tells you the location of your dot files for certain things. If you do dot files, you're probably okay with Vim and plain text. If you're not, you probably stumbled upon this by accident and should probably close this window. And then it gives you locations of all the dot files there in a nice little sort of managed text file. So you've got dot files for obviously tmux, bash rc, conky, jg, ranger, etc. Right, let's get my face back and then we're going to check out the wallpaper settings that I did just see. So let's get back into the settings now. Again, it was Control-Alt-C. Oh, we're getting good at this remembering stuff. Right, wallpaper. So let's go to, there we go. So it's got an option here to generate a new wallpaper. So it does generate wallpapers, or you can do a custom wallpaper with the logo. So let's go to generate new wallpaper and see what that does for us. So is that the one we're going for? Or is it going to load a new one? When we first started up, it loaded this and then it changed to the sort of floral one. Okay, I think that's the one it's going to set for us, which is quite a nice sort of... Oh, there we go. Isn't that like a Mac OS wallpaper of some sort? I don't mind the logo there either. I usually find it quite obnoxious, but I think that's an okay logo to be fair. Right, let me just go back into the settings again in the wallpaper section and see if we can manually set one. So let's go to set own wallpaper. Okay, that'll open the file explorer. So if we had some images downloaded, we could do that. Let's go back into wallpaper once more. So browse wallpapers. Okay, that's downloading a load of wallpapers now. I'm not sure where it downloads these wallpapers from. They've been quite nice so far though. So the one in the installer was very nice. I wasn't a massive fan of the floral one. Okay, so here's a list of a lot of the wallpapers that we can select so far. Let's try. In fact, I'm going to leave it with the one that it's already got. I don't mind it. So let's get out of that. Right. I'm really enjoying this so far. So what we're going to do now then is test out a few sort of applications, see how they all work together. Do we have an Office application? I don't think we did we? Okay, before I start installing stuff, I want to get a RAM reading. I saw that we had HTOP installed out of the box. At the moment, we're on 540. I want to do a fresh reboot, get a RAM reading, and then install a couple of applications, see how it all looks together. And I'm going to keep this installed for a few days, potentially even a week or two, just to sort of test drive it, because I'm really quite impressed so far. So swap wise, it made us a swap partition of 3.72 GB. So what we're going to do now is do a quick reboot, get a RAM reading, and then check out a few applications. We're going to install LibreOffice, GIMP, and maybe not Kden Live right now. We're going to install GIMP and LibreOffice and see how that all looks. And then we're just going to wrap it up there, but I'm really impressed. Okay, so it's giving us a readout of about 373. I did notice it get as low as 355 megabytes RAM though, which is pretty decent to be fair. Right, let's install some applications. So we're going to use PAMAC for this. So if we jump back into the applications, and we can just click there, or again we could just use the text application launcher. So let's type in add remove. No, let's type in PAMAC, and then that'll open up the GUI to install some packages for us. Or will it? Okay, let's do it in here. So add or remove software. Bang, there we go. Right, so we're going to grab LibreOffice still. I'm going to grab that straight away. So that's going to be a 429 megabytes of installation. And we're going to get GIMP there. And we may as well grab Discord while we're in here. There'll be a link in the description as well if you want to join the Discord. Right, let's apply that. So what are we going to get from here? Do I want any of this additional stuff? Anything that I might want? No, we're going to skip all of that stuff for now. Yeah, don't need any of that. Type in a password. And that's going to go ahead and install those applications for us. So it's quite a fair bit of packages it's going to grab, so it might take a little while. Right, let's leave that to do that. And while that is doing that, let's open up some of these default applications now and see how it all looks together with the tiling, etc. So we're going to open up Firefox for a start. And if we jump onto their website, instantOS.io. There we go, instantOS. It works fast and powerful, and I actually do agree, it's very fast. Let's go into About. And here's the stuff I was mentioning earlier. So instantOS is not a suckless distro. instantwm and instant lock and instant menu started out with suckless forks, but are less than 40% of the original suckless code and go into different directions. For instance, programs that are under 40 kilobytes should not put storage at such a high priority. Stability, features and speed are more important. Okay, so we have just got a notification that is successfully done. Was the notification Super and G? There we go. Remember quite a bit, you know. So there was the notification that we just got for that. That one's not appeared on there yet. Oh, okay, so we can now mark as unread. We can delete that notification. Right, let's see if that notification's there now. No, it doesn't appear to be. Okay, we won't worry about that for now. So now let's open up some of the applications that we've just installed and see how it all looks with the tiling. So let's open up Writer. Okay, that's not appeared there yet. Let's open up the Applications Manager and type in Writer up here. There we go, LibreOffice Writer. Okay, looking good so far. Let's open up a terminal. There we go, so it's moved the terminal's placement there. Maybe it followed where the mouse was. Let's try that again. So if we close that terminal and let's open it here. No? Oh, we can also move desktops with the super and directional keys. So I wonder how we move windows around. Okay, and we can use J and K to move to the current windows, to the next windows. Right, let's jump into the key bindings and see how we organize stuff. So how do we move a window? Right, let's have a look. Enter Windows dragging mode, toggle performance, enter resize mode, so you could resize the sort of area that it's splitting at. Resize floating window, switch between two most recent layers, move floating window, enter move mode, super shift and M. Let's see what that does then. So Super, Shift and M. So let's go Super, Shift, M. So it's got a nice little drag and drop, but it turns it into floating. Okay, that's quite strange, isn't it? Huh. That is quite interesting though. So then if we quit that. Okay, did that quit it? It might have done. Right, let's go back into those shortcuts and just see if we can see. Oh god, we've changed the whole layout now. Let's go back to the... Okay, let's cycle some of these layouts. Okay, that splits it like that. Okay, that's the layout I want to keep it at. So let's go back into the key bindings for one moment. Right. So, move window to tag number. Switch focus, we've done that with Super J and K. Move window through stack. Super Control J and K. Right, let's try that. Right, let's open that up and then go Super Control K. J, no. Super Control K. There we go, that's what we want. Nice, I like the way it actually transitions and moves things around as well. I really do like this. Oh, we've just pressed L to get into the lock screen, I do believe. Have we? Uh-oh, what have we done? Okay, we're in the lock screen. Let's enter our password. Right, okay, cool. I'm really liking this so far. So let's see if there's anything else we want to take a little quick look at before we end the video there. But I definitely recommend anyone who's just liking the look of this and is quite interested in giving it a go, do give it a go. Even if you're not used to sort of tiling Windows managers and stuff, because it does have all the key bindings there for you to learn. Anything else I want to check out in here? So it does have a key binding for Super and N for the files manager, so opening up Super and N will then open up Nautilus there. Nice, I really like it. So I think I'm going to wrap the video up there, but I am going to keep this installed on this disk for a little while, and I'll tell you what, let's open up GIMP as well. I want to see how GIMP looks amongst all of these other Windows tiles. So let's go to GIMP. So the loading screen has floated, there we go, so it's automatically organised it with that on the left, and then of course we can just go like this and move all of these windows around and go a bit crazy. And we've pressed L again and it's given us a little message there. So, Doctor, you've got to help me. I'm addicted to Twitter. Doctor, I don't follow you. Okay, what a genius. Right, let's get back into the desktop and wrap it up there. So I now want to do one final reboot to see how much RAM I've managed to sort of bump it up to. And then we're going to wrap it up there. But I do really like this. Okay, so we're looking at about 365 megabytes of RAM, so very light indeed, and actually it's very fast and responsive and snappy, and I think it looks really nice out of the box. That's been instantOS. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe and also join the Discord. There'll be a link in the description. See you on the next one. Bye bye.